You just stand there with your legs apart.
Why?
I'll kick you in the balls. Ah! Kick me in the balls. Okay. Oh, you only got one.
I got the edge.
Ah,
dude, Civic day.
All right, Civic time, Martin.
Yeah.
First of all, before we do anything, you went and got some parts.
I am on my way to see Z at JDM Yard. Now these guys are like some of the original Honda tuning dudes in Sydney. They just know everything about it. And although this is the sunset of the B Series era and it's now all about K-swaps, these guys have a fair bit of knowledge about B Series stuff as well. So I've organised to grab a bunch of parts off them, not just for the motor, but also for the chassis itself. They do a bunch of suspension parts. They got hard race coilovers and arms and just all sorts of stuff, which should make it pretty easy. And I think this is all looking very familiar. This is all looking very familiar. Oh, I just remembered why. Keen-eyed viewers might remember what we parked in this car park almost a decade ago.
Well, at least we're turning heads. That's what it's all about, right? We were directed into a parking spot away from the Hondas and away from the people.
And now the joke's on us because I'm going to pick up Honda parts. My K truck is full of RS3 parts, so I couldn't bring it. I need to go to the tip. Here we are, JDM Yard. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. The second best car we ever built, Martin, that Volkswagen.
So I had to go to the same place. I didn't realise it was the same place until I was actually driving in the car park. And they were cool about it. They're like, yeah, we remember.
Yeah.
They remembered.
The Honda people still remember our Volkswagen.
The Honda people. And the Honda people are still selling heaps and heaps of Honda stuff. Look at this stash. Look at this stash. I got an exhaust. Because I think we've got like a muffler on there, but I think the rest of it's pretty junk. Yep. Got an exhaust, headers, suspension, arms, and like just to replace all our busted stuff. Plus we've got our disc brake rear end. So there's like, I'm going to say 70% of what we need to make this thing just awesome.
Because
all the
this is a real car, mate. This is a real build.
Like there's just so much mad stuff. Like anything that's a bit old and scungy and rusty, or if you're going to be replacing parts anyway, there's just a new aftermarket bit that is as good, plus has some adjustment or has something else. And then people are doing like crazy track times in these things.
Yep.
They're known for their handling, so that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and make this thing handle like an absolute whip.
Martin, do you know the best thing about all these Honda parts?
What?
They fit. First step, jack up your car.
So I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing because we have done some work on a Civic in the past. That was an EG Civic. This is an EK Civic. Apparently they're different. I don't know. But we're going to jack it up and attack it from a couple of angles. One being that we're going to pull out any of the old suspension and bushes and brakes and anything that's like rusty and crap, or anything we can get like mad adjustable aftermarket parts for, so we can make this thing handle like it's on rails.
And do you know where all that stuff's going?
In the bin. That's right, that's exactly where it's going. So we're going to jack it up, get it as high off the ground as we can, and just start pulling stuff out, and anything that we don't want is going to go. And then we will start putting stuff back into the car as we work out where it goes, because all this stuff is new to our brain holes, but it's going to be good.
Did you undo that already?
No.
Something smells bad, really bad.
Oh, I think I'm going to have to take back what I said about this one not being that stinky.
It smells like low tide.
Yeah, it's bad. Every time you walk past the window, isn't it?
We could put the window up and close the door. It's an idea.
It's a really good idea. Really good idea. Up periscope. Dude, this is Ford orange, isn't it? Is this the same as Twisted?
This is the XR5 orange, which I believe is also like a Lambo colour, and the same as Twisted.
The rumour is that that colour was like a new colour developed or like a special edition colour that a bunch of different manufacturers fought over or thought they had the first one, but then it turned out someone else had, like Lamborghini was like, check out our orange car, and then like 2 months later Ford's like, look at our XR5 Turbo.
Oh, right.
Then suddenly all the Lambo owners have the same colour car as dudes that's cruising around in their XR5s.
Yeah, and guaranteed the Ford people would have gone, our car is the same as the Lambo, but no Lambo people would have been claiming it, theirs is the same as Ford. You know what I mean? Because they're always trying to thingo up.
So true. All right, wheels off, suspension out, and in the bin.
So many spider webs, look at it. Hopefully not bad ones.
Be gone, drum brakes. Bye, Racing Fear. Do you miss your Racing Fear wheels even a little bit?
Nope.
In the bin. I'm going to do this because it is just so gross under there. Also hand tight. Crazy. I guess the thing with buying an unfinished project is like someone's already had some of this suspension out, probably because they were going to they needed it apart to put the drive shafts in when they engine swapped it. So yeah, I guess that's something to beware of, is that it all might be loose. Don't buy it and just expect to be able to drive it without checking everything. So far, at least 3 of these bolts are loose and just hanging in there. Crazy. Gone. In the bin. Now they're taking the whole hub out because there's a good chance we have to use a different hub to get better brakes on. I'm pretty sure we bought a base model.
Yeah.
Wind-up windows usually means base model, and base model have different brakes. I'm slowly learning about Civic. So all that for now can chill there. If we end up reusing it, we're going to need new ball joints and stuff anyway because it's all munted. But we can still get our coilovers and other stuff ready and make some room. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bye-bye. Where's that gonna go? In the bin. Was it loose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna go, is it?
No. That one's not going anywhere, mate.
I think we're replacing these. I think there's a set of them in a box.
Okay.
So if that's the case, we can just pull, like, just whiz them and take everything out.
See you, mate.
Where's that gonna go? In the bin. I'm pretty sure that is base model hub. And if it is, we need a better one in order to have more brake options. So we'll work that out soon.
Martin, the detective work and archaeology continues as we learn more about the owner of this vehicle so that we can become them. And I've found up here, Martin, which is a strange place to store it. Look at that.
Oh.
That's like cigarette gum.
Oh, anti-ciggy gum.
Anti-cigarette gum. So we've got Krispy Kreme donuts, we've got V energy drinks, and we've got nicotine gum. Who owned this car, Martin? We're definitely painting a picture, aren't we?
I know who owned it.
Who?
Because they messaged me on Facebook and said, you bought my Civic!
Oh. Oh,
Two different people.
Oh, which one was it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe both, maybe none of them. In the bin.
I think so. Hold on a sec.
Just watch the muffler doesn't fall on your head. Oh, so it's already got an aftermarket muffler of some description. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Got it. In the bin. Oh, sorry. Bye-bye.
Right, this one's coming down as well, mate.
Sweet. What is going on there?
See you, mate.
What is going on there? What's with the loop around? In the bin. destroying. We might not need to pull this drum apart, dude, because that cable looks different to the one on the other side, and that looks like it attaches in the floor of the car.
Okay.
So we'll just pull some carpet out maybe and see if that goes somewhere.
Yep.
And then, but we still got to pull everything else out.
Because we're not Civic nerds yet, we don't know exactly where all of these bolts go and how they're oriented and where they go. And some of them are slightly different lengths, like these ones, for example. So,
which Honda may have done to make it easier to go. That one definitely doesn't fit, but to just get rid of all doubt, just throw it.
Actually, I don't think that one was in there.
It's the
I
shorter.
actually think it was that one.
I don't know.
Because it had a pointy end on it, didn't it?
I don't know.
I think when we took that out, it had a pointy end.
I don't know.
So we're just telling everybody to put it back where we found it from, even though there's only two and we got it wrong.
Someone somewhere knows, man. They've pulled enough of these apart to know. We got to get rid of the brake line and then do the front bit, and then that should all just fall out. Yeah. Just undo that. Have you heard the expression?
No.
Get out. Yeah. Here's what I don't understand, mate. Honda went to so much effort with this rear end. Like, it is, there's so much adjustment for a stock car to get the alignment just right and make it handle nice, and they're known for that handling. All this effort, why don't they just put a prop shaft down the middle and a diff in the back and call it done and just dominate the whole world? Yes. Best sound. That rear end, man. Look at the adjustment. Civic things. No wonder people love them. I'm starting to understand. You know that moment when you start to understand?
Well, I actually think, Martin, that so many people loved this car that a lot of them have tried to steal it. Where you're standing, look at this. Why else would these be here than someone else sticking things down there? Do you reckon?
I guess so.
Like, why else would... Because look how much pressure they've put on that. Like,
Yeah.
surely someone's not getting in and
Why did we get a key barrel?
smashing that.
I wonder if that key barrel works. Yeah, I don't know why else that would be there.
Smells like a trough lolly in there, doesn't it?
The rear end, it really stinks. Rear end is almost out, and now I'm going to disconnect the handbrake cables from inside the vehicle. Apparently this is a fancy... Oh, okay. That's easy. I'm going to disconnect the handbrake cables from right there. More durry, yeah, but they're used.
Really?
And chips. And they're KFC chips, they're not Macca's chips.
Really?
Yep, and I've got a Macca's win thing. Someone might need that.
Yeah, well...
This is probably in the days before everyone just went and vaped. But yeah, look at that. Heaps of it. Oh, and there's a... Is that a Caramello Koala? Is that a Caramello? Oh, dude, it's a Caramello Koala. It's a
Oh, yeah?
something.
Man, I'm wrapping the
thing.
finger of a glove and a cable tie around there to stop that leaking. There we go.
Clever. You have sealed up our brake system. Now we can just undack everything.
Yeah,
Are you hungry yet?
always.
Handbrake cable 1, handbrake cable 2. Now we should just be able to pull them straight out from the bottom of the vehicle. That did it. She's out. Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Bye.
See you, mate.
In the bin. This bushing is torn. You can see tear marks in it. There. We get a disc brake rear end. Old crappy shocks can go in the bin. Got some new arms for the back. It's going to be mad. We just boot the other side out as well now, right?
Yep.
Just boot it. I think it just needs a kick. Bye. In the bin.
See you, mate. You know where that one's going, Martin?
In the bin. One flying Civic with no suspension in it at all.
And some upgrades now, Martin, for our rear disc conversion.
Yeah, pretty stoked about that. So in amongst these boxes, there's like control arms and links and adjustable stuff that makes the back even more adjustable than it already is, which is what it's all about on the Civic for maximum grip. Is that it? Is that right?
Is it?
Maximum grip. I think so, because when you only got traction on the front wheels, you need all the help you can get.
Yeah.
Is my understanding. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull all this stuff out. Honda Civic, Type R, rear sway bar, subframe brace. Cool. We're basically just going to go through and like try and work out where everything goes, and then we're going to smash it into the car along with our rear disc conversion. But that's now just ready to accept all our mad aftermarket bits.
All right, Martin. So that one goes there.
Yep.
That one goes there. Yep.
Almost the same. I'm going to make it exactly the same so we don't have weird fitment issues. All Legos, doesn't it, man?
Yeah.
Big time. And I like that on the Honda stuff, it's all like captive nuts. So on the back there, I mean, someone somewhere's going to say, yeah, but when it rusts out in my Canadian winter, it's no good because it breaks. But for us, it's been so easy.
Yeah.
And that just goes in the bottom and
Put that out. Put that up.
a little bit of encouragement, it's a bit bent. Yeah, there it goes. Now you can get replacement arms as well. These like lower control arms. Mad looking ones. We didn't, but we might still do that because I don't know, I just think it looks cool.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to replace. 2 bolts, take it out, put it back in again. So we can do that anytime. I'm leaving everything loose at the moment, just like the previous owner did, but for different reasons, so that everything will actually bolt up, and then we can start to tighten it, and then we'll have to get like a proper mad wheel alignment to make this all drive straight.
One side done, mate.
Yep, super easy. Probably put these lower arms on. I reckon we'll put new lower arms in before we even put coilovers on it.
Yep.
Because they just look super sick. And so everyone knows that you've got a modified Civic when you've got aftermarket rear suspension bits in it, because you are serious about handling, like all Honda owners.
Have you ever owned a Honda of any kind?
No, but I remember driving an Accord years ago. Like,
Oh, you really liked it, didn't you?
yeah, because I had a Gemini at the time, and the Gemini was like a bit rough compared to how nice the Accord was. And the Accord like felt fast and Honda-y and nice. So let's go that way.
Yep.
My socket arms way here, but it's worth it. Yeah, I remember how nice it was, and it sort of stuck with me. And at the same time, I drove a BMW 325 IS, which
Swanky.
was, which was like at the time like a 20-something grand car. Still good, but not like, you know, a second hand. Most people were selling them by then.
Yeah.
I was impressed by that also. I thought that was just a really nice thing to drive. And my 2 bolts.
Oh, here they are.
Thanks, man. But no, I've never really owned a Honda. I mean, you allegedly owned an S2000, but that was all
Apparently,
a dream.
in my dreams, both slower and faster than you would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember in my dream when I first drove it, how disappointing it was.
Mad. Just screw around, dude.
There we go. That was a good day, man.
That was an awesome day. What are we going to do next time? We're not going to say, because we don't know yet.
Oh,
Do we know? Well, there's still an engine there. That needs attention. And there's still an entire floor worth of parts. I think our coilovers we need a different lower fork for, so we'll swap them out. What else?
Martin, you know what we need to do? We said we'd do it. We're going to turn the key, mate.
That's just disrespectful of
Well,
everyone's nose.
It is. We said we'd turn the key.
Well, we did. Well, it's It's both a lot of work and a little bit of work, isn't it?
I reckon Hondas are both ends of the spectrum at once, Martin.
You reckon?
It's a double-ended VTEC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we are slowly fixing it by getting rid of this old drum brake rubbish in the bin. And by putting on a mad disc brake rear end and all new adjustable suspension, we got rid of the front stuff, we got rid of the exhaust. In the bin. We're slowly fixing it.
We're slowly making it handle, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because apparently Hondas, it's meant to be about handling. I think like Lotus is also like that as well. Like not massive power, but massive handling capabilities.
Well, there's some properly fast Hondas out there, like ridiculously fast around the track that don't have to make huge power to go really fast. So let's explore that a bit, shall we? But yeah, a few more parts to go and get. And then we'll be back into it next time on Disrespected Honda.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.